Welcome to the Geek Static. This is a book review of The X-Files Skin. The X-Files Skin is book 6 in the X-Files expanded series. At least that's what I call it. The novel was written by best-selling author Ben Mezrich and was published in April of 1999. Now, before I get into my overall thoughts, here's a brief summary. Mystery surrounds the deaths of a few individuals. It appears that a deadly blood-borne virus is spreading. The last time this virus was spread was over 70 years ago. Mulder and Scully dig into a strange case that involves a burn victim who, with superhuman strength, destroys his hospital room and murders a nurse, and then he proceeds to jump from a second-story window and evade authorities. The X-Files investigation leads the FBI agents into another race against time. The root of the issue stems from a psychopath with the obsession of skin transplants. This story starts in the U.S. and then winds up at a research facility in a small village in Thailand. Now, before I get into my overall thoughts, go ahead and comment down below. Let me know if you have read an X-Files book, and hit that thumbs up. So this book, written by a different author, so far we've had Charles Grant, Kevin J. Anderson, and now Ben Mezrich. Mezrich did a fine job with this X-Files story for the most part. There is a bit of dialogue that just doesn't match up with the vibe of the X-Files series overall. The author uses the F word, and of course, Charles Grant did the same thing a few times in his X-Files books, and it just takes me out of the story. It doesn't flow with the show, or like Anderson's books. He didn't do that. Why couldn't we just keep it like it is with the show? Why do we have to elaborate on words that not everybody uses? It's kind of stupid. So with the negative out of the way, let's get to some positive stuff. Mezrich did a pretty good job setting the tone of this story and the direction. Our main characters were treated very well. I like how they were thrown into some really dangerous situations. There were some moments that got really tense, okay? And the action was written very well. I believe in my review of Antibodies, I said that it contained the most graphic death scene. But now I would say that this book, Skin, has the most gruesome graphic death scene in the X-Files. I may have even said ew out loud as it was happening. Okay, I thought I was done complaining. I've got one more. That was the development of new characters. There were so many doctors and victims, I just kind of got lost on who was who. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I should have done a better job of paying attention, but yeah, that's the F word, and some of the new characters, it just got overwhelming sometimes. But do I recommend that you pick up and read The X-Files Skin? Yes, this book was a fun one. It really was. The last half of the book was very adventurous. So for the rating, I am going to give The X-Files Skin a B+. And that's going to do it for this book review. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on this book or The X-Files overall. Have a good one.